Namaste. Welcome everyone to Fast Self Yoga. I'm Megan. Today we have our first lesson on Innercise. So you're going to come to your mats. This is a theory lesson, but we do have some asana as well. So let's get started. Welcome everyone to our first lesson on Innercise. So what is Innercise? We all know exercise, which is working the outside of the body. When we exercise, we really mostly focus on the muscles, the skin, becoming toned, getting fit. That's great, I'm a big fan. But with Innercise, what we're actually talking more about is maintaining or working the inside of the body. So the literal inside, so the organs, the joints, the ligaments, the meridians, all those really deeper inner parts of the body. So that's Innercise, exercise of the inside. This is a very powerful practice. It comes from two sources. It comes from yoga, because I am a yogi, been teaching yoga for many years. It also comes from Taoism. So I was introduced to Taoism before I even was introduced to yoga. And as the years have gone on, it kind of naturally came together for me. As I'm teaching, these ideas are mixing together to provide this experience. So that's what Innercise is. So how are we going to do Innercise? We're going to use movements, physical movement. We're going to use asanas to really target the parts of the body we're trying to get to. We're going to use breathing. We're going to use visualization and awareness. So we're really going to connect to ourselves. We're going to communicate with ourselves, our inner selves. In Taoism, they believe that if you keep your 5 major organs healthy, that the rest of the body will stay healthy. So that's really where we're going to start. We're going to start with the first of the 5 major organs that we look at in Taoism, and we're going to start with the liver. So the other organs would be the spleen, the lungs, the heart, and the kidneys, and then the liver. So those 5 major organs. Each episode, each lesson, we're going to deal with one of them. After that, we're going to explore more into the joints, getting into even deeper parts of the body. But today's lesson, our first lesson, is the liver. Good. So a good place to start is where is the liver? Your liver is on the right hand side of your body. If you can just place your hand on the right hand side of your abdomen, that's where your liver is. It is tucked under the ribcage, so it's protected in there, so you can't actually feel it. But this is the area of the liver. You don't have to go too low. If we come right down here, we get the ascending colon. So maybe even if you put one hand against your groin crease, and then bring that hand up, that's where your liver is. So even just placing your hand there, connecting to your liver. Another thing that can be very helpful for us with Innercise is to be able to visualize. So you should know what the liver looks like. I can put a picture here, and I hope that helps. But really, you should do your due diligence. You should do your research. Go and research the liver, Google it. So many beautiful videos, so many beautiful graphics to really get an idea of the liver. So whenever we try to connect to the liver, the better we can visualize it, the stronger the connection will be. Good. Good. So talking about the liver. So what does the liver do? The liver really has 3 main jobs. Its first job is to distribute. So it cleans the blood, it is a detoxer, maybe that's its first job. And that's really the one we try to focus on. But it does clean the blood. It receives blood from the intestines and from the heart, and it cleans that blood. The blood that it receives from the intestines, from the stomach, it takes nutrients out of that blood to distribute it to the rest of the body. So it distributes and it stores. So if we have too much of whatever proteins, carbohydrates, sugars in the body, the liver will store that excess until we need it. So it distributes and it stores. And then the third thing is it cleans. It detoxes the blood. And that's really what we like to focus on, or what I like to focus on when doing our Innercise. So that's really the physical job of the liver. It does so much in your body, it is so important. But the liver also has another side to it, and that is its emotional side. So as the liver is the detoxer of the body that detoxes physical toxins like preservatives from the food we eat and stuff we drink, from the pollution in the air, it also detoxes negative emotions. So all of the organs have an emotional life as well. And that's why it can be very important to connect to the organs, to help clear out those negative emotions, those dense emotions that really drag us down, and to make space for the more positive emotions that serve us. So when it comes to the liver, the emotions that the liver detoxes or that it can hold on to is resentment, anger, and envy. So in Taoism, they always say, forgive, forget, let go. And that's something we're going to keep coming back to as we work through our Innercise series, because we have to open ourselves up to letting go, especially for the sake of the liver. The liver naturally wants to hold on. So we have to really work at allowing ourselves to release. Some of us are really good at releasing resentments, comes very naturally to us. For some of us, that's quite a tough one. So if it is something that is more difficult for you, you can know that your liver is there with you, taking that strain as well. It's not just going to overnight change that we can suddenly start letting everything go. Again, it's like the cells. It's the actual physical tissue in your body that is holding onto these things. So through these following techniques, we're going to help the body to let go. We're going to help the cells to let go, to shift, to change, to transcend. That's really what we want to do. And if we can do this with all the organs, with all the inner parts of the body, that's going to help us so much. We often think of the mind as where we can work, where we can change things or think differently about things, where we can become positive or negative. And really the mind has so much to do with it. But the organs are holding on to stuff as well. And actually what you could start to think about is that your mind is throughout your whole body. So as conscious as you feel here, because your eyes are here, because your brain is here, all your senses, that consciousness is really in every single cell of your body. So your toes are just as conscious as you are here, your knees, your hips, your arms, your entire body, every single cell is conscious. So if we can connect to ourselves, we can help ourselves to heal. We, as a conscious mind, we often are hoping that other people will help us feel better. Like when we feel down, we wouldn't mind if a friend could help lift us up or soothe us, or if a loved one can comfort us. And that's great. That's why we have community. That's why we are together as human beings. But we can also do that for ourselves. We don't have to wait for someone else to do that for us. And we can also really do it on that smaller scale. So you can support your liver, be kind to it, send it love, connect to it. You can connect to your heart, to your spleen, your kidneys, your lungs. The brain already does so much work already, so connected, we don't really have to put much effort into that. But just to think that whatever love you are seeking from someone else is the love you can give yourself. So what kind of happens is that when we don't feel well, and many of us do this, when we don't feel well, we start to get annoyed with ourselves because we're also on the go, we want to do stuff, and then we don't feel well and we have to rest. So we can start to get frustrated. If this is something that happens regularly, if your health is not that great, eventually your mind can start to take strain. Your mind can get frustrated with being held back, by not being able to do everything you want to do. And when that happens, the mind kind of turns on the body. And that's the problem. That really is the big problem, is when you turn on yourself, when your mind turns on your body. So what Innercise is really trying to help us do is realize that we, as the mind, should support the body at all times. So when you're not feeling well, instead of getting frustrated or angry or trying to tell your body to feel better, support it. Any kind of support or comfort or love that you would expect from someone else is what you should give yourself. So any part of the body, I'm not even speaking about the organs. Some of us have backache and shoulder ache and all kinds of things going on. But try to not get frustrated with yourself. Do not turn on yourself. You see, your mind is very powerful. So if we allow the mind to support the body, it's like this power engine, it's like a generator to energize us, to support us, to keep us healthy, filled with vitality. But when the mind decides to turn, what it often does is also it leaves. And how does it leave? It starts wondering about things out there. Some of us like to live in the past, some in the future, some are just out there. We are thinking about friends and family, we're chatting to people, but the mind is not very often present. It likes to be present when everything's going good and when we feel great. But when we start to not feel too well, the mind does tend to wander off. It's kind of like the worst habit of the mind, because when we're not well is when we really need that support. So through these practices of Innercise, and really even just more by becoming aware of Innercise, you're going to help your mind to stay present, and you're going to especially become aware of when you need it to be present. So when you're not feeling well, you'll know, I need my mind here now. You're going to cut down on your external stresses, and you're going to learn how to support yourself. This is really the key to vitality and health in the body. We do wonder why we get so sick all the time. Of course it is stress. Stress is one of the biggest factors to this. But the reason we get so stressed is because the mind vacates, the mind leaves, and is not here to give you that energy to support your stresses. So keep the mind present. As you know, in all our classes and all our lessons, arrive in the present moment, be in the present moment. And it doesn't come very naturally to all of us, so we need to practice. We've actually practiced allowing the mind to wander around, and that's why it's good at that. Now we need to practice keeping the mind here. We need to anchor the mind, ground the mind. And eventually you're going to have control. You're going to allow your mind to wander when it should. You're going to be able to keep your mind here when it should be here. So you're going to really get control over your mind. We're going to tame the mind. Right now, most of us, the mind is a wild stallion. It's a wild horse running. We need to bring it in. We need to connect to it, and we need to get control. And it really wouldn't even have to be a fight eventually, because your mind wants to be controlled. It doesn't want to just run around. It wants to be part of your system. So let's bring it in. Let's teach it how to do that. Good. So that's everything to do with Innercise, really. And then we did start to speak about the liver. So where the liver is, what it looks like, what it does, and that it holds emotions. So again, negative emotions, resentment, anger, envy, all three of those live in the liver. But it's not all bad, because the liver is also the house of kindness and generosity. So just another reason why we want to do this work, why we want to put the effort into clearing out the liver, letting go of resentment, letting go of envy and anger, to make space for kindness and generosity. And so we don't have to be so weighed down. Good. So let's jump into it. We're going to just be in a comfortable seated position, so whatever that is for you. Your legs might be straight, they can be crossed. Vajrasana, lean against the wall, just sitting comfortably for now. We're going to start to connect to the liver. So you can close your eyes. You can bring your right hand to the right side of your abdomen. And just place it there. You don't even have to push or put any pressure. It doesn't actually even have to touch. It's an energetic connection we're making here. A lot of energy comes out of the palms of the hands. Connect to your liver. Good. If you can visualize it in your body. And in Taoism, we connect the liver to wood, the elements of wood, and therefore also trees. So the color of the liver is green, nature green, tree green. Good. Just connect to your liver. You might be rubbing around circles, you might just be holding your hand. Yogi's choice. Really follow some intuition. See what your body likes, what it wants. This left hand, you might even hold the mudra, index finger to the thumb. Facing down, this is for grounding. Facing up, it's for consciousness. So see which resonates with you. Good. Visualize the liver, connect to those trees. Breathe. Maybe we take a few breaths into the liver. So as you inhale, imagine you're inhaling green down into the liver. And with your exhale, you're allowing it to clear out. So we inhale this beautiful green healing energy down into the liver. And as we exhale, allow that green energy to carry those toxins away. And we inhale down into the liver. It's so green. And we exhale, release those toxins. Lovely. Carry on a few of these breaths connecting to the liver. Good. So we did say we're going to use breath, and what we're going to use is the healing sound for the liver. So it's the SH breath. S-H-H-H-H-H. Good, so let's carry on with this green energy breathing. Inhale into the liver, that green healing energy, let it fill up. And now as you exhale, imagine or open yourself to let go, forget. So inhale, and with your exhale, that SH breath. Good, inhale into the liver. Opening yourself up to letting go. With your exhale, SH it out. Good, continue. Good, one more. Lovely. Just relax that right arm, just take a few breaths. Good. So we are connected now. Going to move into a bit more proactive practice into our asana practice. So from your comfortable seated position, hopefully you're ready on your mat, we're just going to straighten the legs out. So take the legs straight in front of you, give them a little flip-flop, a little pummel. If they're crossed on you, you might need to let them loose. Good. And then we're going to come to our first asana, the animal relaxation pose. So for this one, you're going to bend your right leg, take your right knee out to the side, the right foot into the left thigh. We're going to bring the left foot round to the left buttock. You can adjust, find comfort here, just do the best you can. We're going to turn the torso over the right thigh. You inhale, lengthen through your spine, and as you exhale, we're going to walk it forward. Inhale, walk it up. Exhale. Good, so you're walking the hands to work a little easier. If you want to work a little stronger, with some core strength, you're going to inhale the arms up. You're going to exhale down. Good, inhale up, exhale down. Then we're going to do one more, we're going to hold this one. So we inhale up, exhale down. You're going to hold here and breathe. So you could rest your head on your hands, on your arms. Maybe you're just making it to the forearms. Maybe you're just making it to the hands. Wherever you can make it to relax into it. Breathe. Feel that intense squeeze on the right side of the abdomen now. Maybe you can even deepen your breath, a bit of a belly breath. You're really massaging into the ascending colon, into the liver. So visualize the liver, feel that work you're doing. And you can move into your gentle SH breath. Good. Good. We're getting ready to inhale up. Remember, you might just be sliding up. Exhale down. Good. So we're going to take this into a twist. We're going to take it even deeper. Bring both your hands to the outside of your right thigh. Inhale to lengthen and exhale to walk it forward. We're just doing one, holding round. You are walking it forward. Too strong to take the arms up and down. Good. Feel that deep squeeze on the right side of the abdomen. This is a deep squeeze for that liver. Beautiful stretch on the left. The descending colon, the spleen. Stay present, stay mindful. Keep your mind power here. Let's inhale, walking it up. And exhale. Come to center. Realign, adjust. Inhale, deep breath in, lengthen, and exhale, walk it forward. Good. Lovely. Inhale, walk it up. Exhale. Good. So let's bring the left leg out first. Turn that right knee up to hug it in to realign the hip. And back to base. Little flip flop, little pommel. Lovely. To the other side. So we're bending the left leg. Left foot into the right thigh. Right foot round to the right buttock. Adjust, find comfort, try to feel quite balanced and centered. Turn over the right thigh, deep breath in. Exhale, walk it forward. Inhale, walk it up. Good, so that's to work a little bit easier, to work a bit stronger. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, down. And inhale up, Exhale. And we do one more holding round. Inhale up. Exhale down. Hold and breathe. And hold and breathe. You can be resting on the hands, even the forearms, whatever it works for you. Feel that deep squeeze into the left side of the abdomen now. Let's work in the descending colon as well as the spleen. But there's a very good stretch on the right side. So we've squeezed the liver. Now we're stretching it so that it can release. Just feel, breathe. Good. Give them a breath. Work a bit into that descending colon, that spleen. That's the next lesson. But in yoga, we never work one side of the body without the other. So we're going to find balance. Lovely. Let's inhale up. Exhale down. Taking it further into that twist. So both hands to the outside of the left thigh. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, walk it forward. Just as far as you can go. Keep breathing. Feel what's going on in the body. Feel the squeezes, the stretches. Good. And inhale, walk it up. Exhale, center. Just if you need to. Deep breath in, lengthen. And exhale, walk it forward through the center. Lovely. Inhale, walking it up. Exhale. Good. First bring out the right leg. Turn the left knee up, realign the hip. And back to base. Little flip flop, little pom pom pom. Great. Lovely. So you're going to be long ways on your mat. We're going to come to Shavasana. So bring your feet to the front of the mat, bring your arms forward, tuck your chin in, and roll all the way back down to Shavasana. Find comfort, take a breath or two. Good. We're going to move into our leg lock pose. Supta Power Muktasana. So we start on the right side for this one, for the ascending colon, for the liver. We inhale, right knee up into the chest. Use your hands, squeeze it in. With your exhale, bring your nose up towards your knee. Keep your neck and shoulders soft. Inhale the head down. Exhale to straighten out. Good. Inhale, right knee up into the chest. We're sticking to the right side. Squeeze it in. Feel that squeeze in the lower abdomen, ascending colon, the liver. Exhale, nose to knee. Inhale the head down. Exhale to straighten out. And let's do one more. Right side. Inhale, right knee up into the chest. Let's hold it for about 3 to 5 breaths. If you breathe slowly, 3 breaths. If you breathe quite fast, 5 breaths. But keep your mind here. Feel what's going on. Maybe even deepen the breath so we can inhale into the thigh, massaging the abdomen, deepening that massage. Good. Bring your nose up towards your knee. Again, your neck and shoulders stay relaxed. If you want to take this a bit further, you might even hold on to the bottom of your foot. Pull that knee towards the armpits. If that doesn't work for you, holding the shin is perfectly fine. Work where you can. Don't strain. Lovely. Deep breath in. And as we exhale, let's stretch. Breathe it out, let it go. Use your SH breath. Good. Clear out the liver. Forgive, forget, let go. Feel the right side, compare it to the left. Just notice how the asana works in your body. Good, but we are going to move to the left side. Again, we never just work one side of the body. On the left side, we have the descending colon and the spleen. So we inhale, left knee up into the chest. Use your hand, squeeze it in. With your exhale, your nose up towards your knee. Inhale the head down. Exhale to straighten out. Lovely. Left side. Inhale, left knee to the chest. Squeeze it in. Exhale, nose to knee. Inhale the head down. Exhale, straighten out. And one more. Inhale, left knee to the chest. This time we'll hold and breathe. Feel that squeeze in the lower abdomen, descending colon as well as the spleen. Good. The spleen has a lot to do with the immune system, but we're going to get to that in the next lesson. Lovely. Your head up towards your knee. Neck and shoulders stay soft. Maybe you take it a bit deeper, holding onto the bottom of your foot. You do not have to take it this far. Work with your body. Yeah, deep breath in. And exhale, straighten out. And breathe it out. Let's stick with the liver breath, the SH breath. Good. Feel the left side of your body. Feel, be aware. Good. Good. So that's the leg lock pose. Now we're going to move into our twist, the abdominal stretching twist. So we bend the legs, feet on the floor, feet and thighs are together. Lift your buttocks, ground your spine. Interlock your fingers, place your head in your hands. Anyway, you could also take the arms up to the side like an airplane. Find what works. Deep breath in. As we exhale, knees to the right, head to the left into our twist. Inhale, center. Exhale to the other side. Good. Side to side, follow your breath. Inhale to center, exhale to twist. Good. When you exhale, maybe bringing in your liver breath. Stay connected to your liver. Visualize it. With that inhale, breathe green energy into it. Stay present. Good. The next time your knees come to the right, keep them there. Your knees to the right, your head to the left, into your holding round. Breathe. Deepen the breath, belly breath. Good. A few more breaths. This is, of course, also a twist. So feel that twist in the back, those vertebrae twisting on top of each other. Stretch in the abdomen. Feel what's going on. Good. Inhale to center. Exhale to the other side. Hold and breathe. Settle in. Deepen the breath. Belly breath. Keep your mind present, feel all the different things going on. Explore the asana. That's a good way to keep the mind here. Explore the asana. Maybe focus on the breath. I inhale, I exhale. Find your anchor. Find where your mind can stay here. Good. Inhale to center. Exhale to straighten out. Breathe it out, let it go. Good. Let's bring the right knee up into the chest, hug it in. Take the left leg up to the ceiling. Rock yourself to sitting. And come back to a comfortable seated position. Good. So these three asanas are asanas you can add into your own practice. Maybe you're a yoga teacher and you want to share this with others. You add this into your practice. You add in the SH breath. But if you do come to class, I normally add some elements of this into every class. So now you might just understand better, because we do our leg locks, we do our animal relaxation and our twists. And now you really know what it's targeting. And often I do mention Innercise. So hopefully now you're going to have just a better idea of what it is we're doing. Good, so let's just end off by connecting to the liver one more time. So bringing your right hand to the liver. Just breathing. And as you inhale, inhale that green, beautiful tree green down to the liver. As you exhale, forgive, forget, let go. Inhale. Forgive, forget, let go. And continue like this. Do one more. Relax, take a few breaths to see how you feel now. Hopefully you feel quite different. So when we started the practice, you hopefully feel much calmer, much more peaceful. Hopefully things aren't weighing on you as heavy as they were. Just become aware of how you do shift and change from certain practices. Good, so I hope you start communicating with your body much more, connecting to all the different parts. Today we learned how to connect to the liver. For our next lesson, we're going to connect to the spleen. So I hope to see you there. Have a wonderful day further. Goodbye. Namaste.